All right, hello everyone. So today is the 29th of May. So let's take a look. I put the astro hours here for gold. I'm going to put them in the members area in a minute once I'm done with the video. So let's take a look. These are the astro hours. Let's see. It's a new week. So we're going to start. Well, we're starting a new month as well. So let's check it out here. So the month is still down, as you can see. And the weekly is here. So 29th. As you can see, we've got a little room to come there. On the daily, the market's pretty much done that. Let's see what those levels are. 19, 32, 25, 20. So 19, 32, 20, and 25. So the market may have a bit more room to come down here, and that's fine. Okay. The first place you could sell is where they sold off Friday, which is there. Today for gold is also a swing day. All right. So if we dip down, we're definitely looking to buy in this zone. Okay. And it might just come into this area here. Okay. But we're going to go with the PST levels. And that's basically it. All right. So into those levels. So we'll see how things pan out. What we're going to do is sell at the resistance as well and buy on the support. So we've got 40.43, 1956, 1963, which is nicely here. Okay, so 56 to 63 as well is going to be there on the daily. All right, so that blue and the red there. If it breaks above the 63, don't muck around with it because it'll be like going upwards. Okay, on the weekly, we don't have much space here, as you can see, and there are pretty much no gaps. So the first thing we can do is sell on the weekly, which the market did here last week, as you can see nicely, or slightly higher there. Okay, so that's that. Actually, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put a white line here as well, just so that we know it's a PST level as well. Okay. Euro dollar, let's take a look. It's a new week with this as well. Now, last week, as you can see, we made that target there pretty much. HCL1 today is 1.0692. So I'm going to put 1.0692 just down here. All right, so we're going to keep this on the radar. Okay, on the weekdays, you can see the trend is still down. It did a good buy kiss there. So we should still come down, possibly into there. The first place to sell will be here, which is the good buy kiss for this zone here, which is 35, 1.0754, 1.0754 is going to be there. Okay, I'm going to get rid of these. These are from last week, as you know, and the market sold off from there. So selling again from this zone here is not a bad idea, but we've got even highs here, looks like. Let me just double check. Pretty much even highs here. So we might have a sweep and fill in the gap here. Down, up. Let's see. And on the monthly, we should go down to 46, 1.0656. That's a bit too far down. So we'll stick with this for the moment. Okay. And that's basically it. 28. Well, that's not the best of lines. But I would cover any trade at 1.0725. Okay, at the daily. So this is what you can do for euro dollar. If the market comes up here, astro hours, we're okay to sell further down. Okay, but cover your trade on the daily. The market should come back to retest the low here as well. Okay, the opening and so on. Okay, so we should definitely come back probably into this daily zone here. So if we're up there, selling again is an option, definitely at the Astro House. US 30, let's take a look. New week, so let's take a look at the weekly. So we've got, looks like, room to come further down, and that's fine. Okay. And 53, 33, 694. 33,694 is here. If the market comes up there, you could sell here. Okay. But in any case, we could be looking to sell here as well. That's fine too, which is 50, which is exactly what the market did, 33,282. So 33,282, which is pretty much there. Okay, so the market pretty much did that there, as you can see. So selling at Astro Hours here or here is okay, based on the daily there. Weekly there. And then if it does carry on coming down, we should tap back here into here, making slightly lower than this dip here. Okay, and that's also fine. If it breaks above that, just be mindful that we're probably going to touch that this week, okay, before selling. Okay, so if anybody wants to sell as well, then I'm just going to get rid of this and we'll leave it at that. Okay, so let's take a look at SP 500, NASDAQ, and Bitcoin. Now, I haven't finished all the swing days. I only finished gold, NASDAQ, and SP 500. So for this one, I don't know yet, but we'll see. I'll post it in the members area as soon as I'm done. Rightio, so SP 500. So it's a new week, so let's start with the weekly. Here we are. So we're in that black zone there. Okay, remember there are two zones here, that and the purple one. Okay. So this zone is nicely tucked in. Now we're touching that second line there. Remember, I talked about this line. Now we're in this line. You can see how the market went crazy. This is a astro technical analysis line. Remember last week how they sold from there? And now we're in this zone. Now I marked this zone in, remember. It's funny how it's still under that line there. So what we want to do is this 60 is going to be the good buy kiss, 4,199, so 4,200. And what's that one? 61, 4,204. So 4,200 and 204. So this level okay, that's the zone there. All right. If the market is going to fall, so we want to be sellers on the high side of stuff. That's for sure, right? Remember, this is all our sell zone here. So where to sell? So we're probably going to come back into that zone, all right? And on the weekly, this is going to be a bit too far out, 4,311. 4,311 is too far out. So we'll stick with the dailies for the moment. And that's going to be that zone there, 68, 69, 68, 4,250, 56, 4,250, 4,256. Okay. All right, so going up into that zone for a sell is not a bad idea. So on a pullback, if you want to buy, okay, it's an option. Let's see what 75 is. 4,328, 4,311 to 28 is up there. Well, we'll see how things pan out, okay? But this should be a sell zone. If it comes up there, we're definitely sellers, all right? And that's that. That's your goodbye kiss zone. Other than that, you're in the middle area. So if the market comes down first, this will be a buy zone to go up, and then this will be a sell zone, okay? And that's basically it, really. Today, what hour is that? 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock to, no, nothing today really. 12:45 is what you could wait for. Okay, you could probably wait for the lunchtime. Astro hours are going to be more prominent in the New York session today. Okay. NASDAQ is a big push up in there. On Friday, that was a big push, as you can see in there. Still right on the PST, and that's the important thing for us, as you know, right? I'm always taking these PST levels into account, and these are good levels. So let's take a look at the weekly. Oh, right in there. Okay, so we've got the LCL1 there, 14,496. 14,496. Okay, and that's that. So that zone, 14,496, that 14,702 is going to be on the radar. Why? Because that's where the limit is. Okay, so this zone, maybe even slightly higher just there, is going to be on the card. So I'm going to get rid of this. This is the daily chart. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this, and we're just going to wait for it to pan out. Okay, so this zone, like I said, could be a possible sell or slightly higher there. The low of that is 14,658. 14,658, somewhere there. 14,658. If it goes up first, it's better for us. So around there. So if it goes up first, it's better for us. And like I said last week with the SP 500 as well, we should be looking into sell if it comes up into this zone, and it really did, as you can see, nice and easy. So selling from this zone is what we're going to be doing as well. And like I said, I did say if it sells on this line, I'd be, like laughing when the market was down here, and it certainly did that. And that's the second line. You see how it closed all below that line, and then it did a big drop down. So if we close below this line today, tomorrow, I think this is going to be a sell zone as well. So we can sell it off at Astro hours, no big deal. Bitcoin. Well, Bitcoin, there we go. On the weekly, we're on a new week now. Nice retracement into the, let's do this. Looks like it's been busy on the weekend. This line I drew before, as you can recall, so they sold off last week from there, and now we're in this zone here again. So this is still a sell zone. I can actually get rid of this, okay. On the daily,